Dem Leader.
Everyone who's been out on the campaign trail in the last few weeks knows how angry and frustrated people have become in the way that this government always raises people's hopes only to see them disappointed again and again. And nowhere is that truer than in housing, where we've had more announcements than new homes. Now, since January, when the Prime Minister announced the biggest council house building programme in decades, only 20 new homes have been started. So will he, for once, just for once, make a promise and actually deliver?
Mr. Speaker, I don't accept his figures. What has happened since January is that we brought in place measures, first of all, to protect people in their own homes. So the expected rate of mortgage repossessions has not happened, and mortgage repossessions are roughly as they were a few months ago. Equally, at the same time, we are bringing in a programme for social housing to invest more in social housing over the next few months and indeed over the next few years. And I have to tell him we are prepared to take even more decisions to make available more social housing over the next few months. Now, that's only possible because we have taken the decisions that his and the Conservative Party have opposed about the increased investment that's necessary at the time of a recession. So I hope if he's going to ask us for more social housing, he'll support the investment that is necessary for it.
Clegg, that's all true. Why are a staggering 1.8 million families in this country waiting for a home? That is 70% more than when this government came into power. Now, if he wants to do something now, why doesn't he stop the Treasury from grabbing all the money that councils raise in rents and sales and allow them to use that money instead to build desperately needed homes? Will he at least do that?
Mr. Speaker, I have to tell him there are 1 million more people in homes than when we came into government in 1997. We've also improved houses for more than 1 million extra people. At the same time, we are putting aside extra money for social housing. I have to tell him that over 40 billion in total will have been invested on housing since 1997 by 2010, and we'll have made house improvements for 8 million people. We are reducing the number of non-decent social homes by more than 1 million. And I just have to say that since 1997, over 29 billion has been invested in social housing. We are not complacent, and that's why we're planning to invest more this year.
Michael Mitchell.
Since the stated objective of bailing out the banks was to maintain lending to businesses and homeowners at 2007 levels, and since the latest official figures just published show that that lending is now absolutely flat, indeed 20% down on 2007 levels, when will my right honourable friend use the power which he already has from majority ownership of several major banks to force the banks to give priority to rescuing the real economy rather than simply looking after their own interests and letting the real economy hang go?
Mr. Speaker, my right honourable friend is right that the banks have a duty now to lend to small businesses and for housing. Since March the 1st, they've been under an obligation as a result of quantitative agreements we've reached. In other words, they have agreed, RBS, to increase its lending this year by 25 billion, Lloyds TSB to increase its lending by 14 billion, Northern Rock by 5 billion. Voluntarily, HSBC and Barclays have agreed to increase their lending. The total increase in lending that has agreed to come from March the 1st is 70 billion extra over what happened last year, and you will begin to see the companies that will benefit from that being able to say that where rejections happened before when they put in applications, they are now having their applications accepted. Now, we will continue to monitor this situation, but I assure him that 70 billion more extra money is going into lending to small businesses and to homes.
Sir Robert Smith.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, pensioners